sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way to the end zone a few more times.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. 32-yard line. Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Here we go. Let's speed, guys.
Back to Mixon on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. And the Texans first down.
They'll run on first down. Archer. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. The Raiders.
Stroud to throw it. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 35 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
That's complete to Dillon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down. 1st and goal, Houston.
Nixon. Touchdown, Houston. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Us out past the 20 to the 24. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, trying to get after him with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though. Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Will Anderson. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And the Texans, first down. A gain of 12.
Mixon with a first down carry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now they change things up. Stroud will throw it. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Stroud keeps it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
No gain on the play.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Mixon on the toss right. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon with their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
In motion, Hill. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Genty. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Second down at the 33-yard line.
Now back to throw. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a run. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to where the score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partners, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
A handoff to Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Houston.
Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And quickly, they get to the line.
Number 81, Jaden Higgins.
On 3rd down, Archer. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll give it to Mixon. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Shifts by him. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Pass complete right side to Bowers. Into space at the 45. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
For a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's to Bowers once again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Short throw caught by Bowers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Panther 60,
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back in the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
18 Cardinal.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, it's Genty. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
It's have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Throw caught by Mayer. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Open man is Myers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And now out comes Houston. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Here's a give to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Stroud to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the quick, right? Swap. Love a swap.
Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Texans 1st down.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Raiders 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
The gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards that time. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Hey, Cowboy 80.
In motion, Hill. Back to throw again. Open man is Hill. He's got it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. A give out of the gun to Jensen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
They'll look to throw here. That is caught. Downfield, it's Besh. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
another Raiders first down.
He's going to try and take off with it. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now 2nd and 3. Now an audible here into something else.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 3. And he's got it. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And a Raider first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers there to make the grab. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Seibert up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston set to take over. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They're trying to ease. And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth. A caught. Turnover. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll drop the throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. They'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
They drive some people crazy to see their short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsell. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
An 8-yard loss.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is called. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Will line up for the 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
All right. Ready? 19 taxi.
Stroud looks to throw.
To Mixon on the check down.
And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
And the Texans.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout.
26-yard line.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.